The gentle wind whispers to us. We know the fragments of memories buried in the sand, the emptiness that surges through us. We become travelers who have forgotten our freedom, bound by the chains of our attachments. If we have the courage to wear light clothes, our hearts will gain wings. In the depths of silence, away from the bustle of life, one's own contours are known for the first time. Beyond the vastness, the old shell that peels off, quietly changing like a chrysalis, is a sign of a new form. The place to return to has always been the home within, the chance for rebirth that comes from letting go, the abundance found in light clothing. The wind laughed as I brushed away the ashes of accumulated memories, shedding the shell of time. When the weight of attachment is lifted, footsteps are light, shadows are thin, space is broken, light is blurred, and the past becomes a mere trace. Trapped by what has fallen, bound by what we carry, and submerged in gravity, our souls now return. Barefoot, they return to the primordial ground. Thoughts, freed from the yoke of the body, leap onto the stage of freedom like feathers in the wind. Taking off the yoke is not a loss, and returning is not a regression. Like a chrysalis becoming a butterfly, we let go of our shackles and choose our wings. As the wind dances, the superfluous ornamentation peels away. The glittering designs, the piles of reason, or even the names return to the sand of their contours. Letting go is a trajectory back to the sky. The spell of possession is broken, and barefooted thoughts begin to walk. The words that once clad us, dragging the shadows of symbols behind them, rather have a margin of infinite possibilities in their clear lightness. It is the aesthetics of exuvii that peel off the ego of the past one by one and return to the essence. The wind, which has stopped walking, whispers quietly, "Welcome back. Welcome back," and I greet my first morning as a nobody again. A traveler with a heavy burden on his back. The canvas on his back is exposed to the wind and continues to swell with the dust of memories woven into it. Halfway there, his feet sink, and even his shadow is bound by the burden of the past. What was once held in both palms, it is only at the moment of letting go that the meaning of its weight fades away. When the wind rips the garment and strips away the superfluous ornaments, the soles of bare feet touch the earth for the first time and know their true form. As the husk of a butterfly tells us, one's transformation is in letting go. Wearing light clothes is a return to the original. Retrogression is the first step of transformation. Flight is only possible when we let go of the world we hold in our hands. The invisible wind loses its form, and its flow caresses the shadows of memory. In a world without gravity, name, or reason, the shell of the ego cracks and becomes sand. Letting go is not a disappearance, but a transparency of contours. What remains is the tremor of a single point, which continues to vibrate and becomes the embryonic movement that gives birth to a new existence. The place to return is not certain, and therefore every place becomes a way home. In the journey, shedding oneself dissolves in the blink of an eternal change. Countless lines disappear, planes disappear, and only dots breathe in the universe. The wind carries a single shadow, stripping away the folds of memory. The traveler's footprints are etched in the sand, swallowed by the next wave, and then disappear. Like shedding a garment or a name, the contours of the clinging are untied. One day, will the sea be able to abandon its own salt? Can a cloud retain its name even after it has come down as rain? What will the thing we call I turn into if it is stripped away? The path is light and the steps are silent. Looking back, we see only traces of the wind, a place where life and death intersect in a silent gap. There, the nomenclature dissolves, and only undefined sounds remain. The superimposition of matter becomes thin, and the inner emptiness invades the outer world. This letting go is not a denial of self, but a dismantling of existence. The physicality trembles, leading to the immorality of the form. The once dissolved word jumps over the void and becomes an embryo that conceives a new symbol in the essential blankness. It is the dissipation of countless minute egos in the trajectory of regression. It is not something frivolous, but a point of contact with the universal abyss. In the act of peeling off the chrysalis shell, there are layers of meaning and meaninglessness. A cocoon slumber repositioned in an endless whirlpool. In the midst of this, I become a drifting speck of dust, transformed into a particle of light that transcends existence. The journey is a wave of uninterrupted generation, disappearing into the periphery of a world without end.